Let's talk about the structure of an atom, and in particular, subatomic particles, the pieces that an atom is made up of. There are three of these. There's the proton, the neutron, and the electron. You want to know three things about each one. You want to know the charge. For a proton, it's positive. For a neutron, it's 0, hence the name. It has a neutral charge. And for an electron, it's -1. The mass. Now, these are very small things, so there's a new unit, the atomic mass unit, and that is by definition the mass of a proton. So a proton weighs 1 atomic mass unit. A neutron weighs essentially the same thing, so 1 atomic mass unit. And the mass of an electron is so small that you can ignore it. You can treat it like 0 for our purposes. The third thing you want to know is where these particles are located inside of an atom. The proton is located inside what's called the nucleus. This is the center of an atom. If you were to compare an atom to the solar system, this would be the sun, the nucleus. Inside of it are the protons. You also have neutrons inside of that nucleus, and orbiting around it, almost like planets around the sun, are the electrons. Those are outside of the nucleus. So you want to know these three subatomic particles that make up an atom, and you want to know these three things about them. Here's a picture of what an atom looks like. Notice that you have the nucleus in the center, like the sun in the center of the solar system. Inside of that you have protons and neutrons. Outside you have flying electrons. So a proton, remember, has a positive charge and weighs 1 AMU. A neutron has no charge and weighs 1 AMU. And an electron has a negative charge and weighs almost 0 AMU. Okay, armed with this information, let's work on some problems. So it says, which subatomic particle does each of the following describe? First, has no electric charge. The particle that has no electric charge is a neutron. That's neutral. So neutron. Which one has approximately the same mass as a proton? A proton weighs 1 AMU, and so does a neutron. The electron weighs almost nothing. So the one that weighs about the same as a proton is a neutron. Which one is located in the nucleus? Remember, the nucleus is the center part. So what's inside of there? Both the protons and neutrons of an atom. So both of those are inside of a nucleus. Which one has a charge of +1? The proton has +1. You can remember because P for proton and P for positive. Okay. Which subatomic particle does each of the following describe? A is located outside of the nucleus. There is only one particle located outside of the nucleus. Remember, the nucleus is that center part. Outside of it is only the electron. Which one has a charge of -1? Again, the electron has a charge of -1. Which one is attracted to protons? Opposite charges attract, and so protons, because they have a positive charge, are going to attract electrons, which have a negative charge. Which one has the least mass? Well, protons weigh 1 AMU, neutrons weigh 1 AMU, but electrons weigh almost none, so that's the least mass. Thank you for your attention.